Yes, she learned to sew when she was 13 years old, and she turned that skill into a multi-million-dollar fashion business with celebrities like Lindsay Lohan, Halle Berry, and Jessica Alba, all wearing her brand. So in her book, Fearless, The New Rules for Unlocking Creativity, Courage, and Success, she teaches other women how to become entrepreneurs no matter what the obstacles they face. Please welcome Rebecca Minkoff. Hey, cutie. Hey, cutie. What's up, Liz? Look at you. You too. Look at you. Hey, Cream. I love it.
It's summertime, right?
I'm telling you, and you look good.
Thank you.
Oh my goodness. And I gotta say, I'm loving your outfit. So, in the words of Joan Rivers, who are you wearing?
I mean, I hope it's Rebecca Minkoff.
Okay, you're wearing you. I love a monochromatic look.
I can't come out here looking, in someone else's wares.
Yeah, you coming out in your own.
That's right.
Okay, so when you go out or anywhere, do you wear your stuff all the time?
I don't wear my things all the time. I will always wear a Rebecca Minkoff bag, but I love other female designers and I love supporting them. And I feel like a woman knows how to design for a woman.
I love that you support for women. Absolutely. Now, I love the film Devil Wears Prada. And I always wanted to know, that film, is it comparable to how it is in the real fashion world?
It is comparable to how it used to be.
Okay.
In fact, when I was first starting out, I was really excited. I was invited to a party where Anna was hosting.
Yes.
Jenna Lyons was there.
Anna Wintour.
And I walked into the elevator. I was like, it's my lucky day. Anna's in the elevator. And I just started like, how are you? And she just nodded. And I was like, I think I made a bad move.
Oh, so Anna Wintour, she didn't talk to you when
You are not allowed to go in the elevator with Anna Wintour.
Oh, your big mistake was you even stepped in the elevator.
Just the fact that I stepped in the elevator, yes. So
and you came in with all your young joy
I was just like,
and
I'm
everything.
invited to a party. Here we go.
Did you? But you did get into the party.
I got in the party, but I've never been invited to any other one of the parties since.
Look, in the elevator, at what point did you realize, you know what, I need to stop talking, and you kept talking?
When I got the nod and everyone just kind of looked down, I was like, this is a bad decision. This is bad on my part.
So, I love this. Now, at 13 years old, you learned how to sew, which is so great. And how did, learning to sew at 13, how did that lead you to becoming the creative director at a multi-million-dollar corporation?
Well, it's a long road to get there, but sewing gave me a confidence.
Okay.
That I could create something out of, my imagination.
Yeah.
I was really skinny as a child and bullied for it, and the fact that I could go make my clothes fit me, tailor them to myself, just filled me with happiness.
Yeah.
And so, thank you. And so it's something I continued and I fell in love with. And then my brother came home from a party when I was about 18. He said, I got a designer's number. You can call him. And he said, you could be his intern. And I was like that, that's how this works. But in the early 90s, I would say that's how this worked.
You became an intern. I was trying to figure, because I learned how to sew at 13, and I do not have a multi-million-dollar company.
Sherri, you have a big
I got a big show
with multi-million views.
Girl,
right?
if they took my sewing skills.
But I'll teach you how to sew. So we can do it. We can do a segment.
I need to brush up on sewing, because I did learn how to sew at 13. And you're right, it does. When you can make your own and have your own things and make it fit you, it does give you some confidence.
Yes, even if a woman invests in a tailor, the way that can change an outfit if it doesn't quite fit, it's life-changing, honestly.
I got you. I would love to you teach me how to continue.
We'll do it.
So I would like to do that.
We have a date.
Most definitely. Make me some reading glasses, because that's what I need now. But now, do you remember the time, Rebecca, when you first saw somebody wearing your designs?
I do. I was in Union Square.
All right.
Which also is filled with other interesting characters.
Yeah.
And I saw a woman wearing my bag, and I ran up to her. I was like, that's my bag. And she clutched it. She's like, it's my bag. I was like, I'm not a crazy person. I'm not one of those people over there. I'm the designer. And she like relaxed a little bit, but still was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't worry, I'm not trying to steal the bag. I'm just so proud to see something I designed out there in the open. And
Oh, that is so great.
yeah.
I'm so surprised she relaxed, because if you would have said that to me in Union Square, I would have been like, sure, I need to see your ID. You're not just going, oh my gosh. So like, and even with that, how did you break through? Because I'm going, learn to sew at 13. You know, you intern. How did you break through with the celebrities?
So back, 2005, the 2000s, a celebrity wearing something, they weren't getting paid, they were just excited to be given anything.
Right.
And so when they found a designer that they liked, they would jump on the bandwagon. So I'll never forget it. I got an inbound email from an agent saying, I like your bags, and I saw who she represented. I said, I'll give you as many bags as you want. You get them on all your clients. And she's like, deal. So we just started doing it that way, and then 6 degrees of separation, and I knew the power of celebrity and like what it could do. So when Lindsay Lohan wore my bag, it was like crazy what we sold.
Yeah, so when they photographed her, then other people wanted to get that bag.
Oh yeah.
And that just kind of snowballed into other celebrities wearing your items.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. So, okay, so now you've written this book, it's Fearless.
Yes.
What kind of things have you learned that you're putting in the book that other women might, it would help them?
Yeah, well, first of all, you don't have to be in fashion to read the book. For me, it's 22 very simple rules. We all are paralyzed by fear sometimes, and it stops us.
Yes, absolutely.
This is the book that says, I am scared, but here I go. I'm going off the cliff anyways. And I got some tools in my back pocket to really ensure that, like, I have something to hold on to in the chaos. Not asking for permission, going ahead and doing it. Really distilling down what is the worst case scenario, and if I can survive that, then I'm gonna go ahead. Really being specific about what you need from someone. If you have 5 minutes, if you have 5 minutes with Mel Robbins, don't ask her how she got started. Be like, Mel, how do I not sleep in, right? Like the specific thing to each person you encounter. So those are a couple of the rules.
Okay, I like that because fear can paralyze somebody so quickly. What about, somebody asked me earlier today, Rebecca, and they said, can you give me advice? They were turning 30, and I said, take risks.
Yes.
How do you feel about just taking a risk?
I think you have to take risk. I find it's where I get like lots and lots of adrenaline is now I'm like, okay, what's the biggest risk we can take this week? What's crazy? Let's do it.
So how do you take the risk and you're scared? It's like, what is that thing that makes you take that leap?
I think now that I've done it enough, it's like a muscle. And so now you're just like, I know I've already gone through what's the worst thing that could happen. Can I survive that? Okay, let's go. If I can't, then I don't do it.
Okay. But you go, what's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst?
I like this. Now, I gotta tell you, I am always trying out different things. Crazy fashion trends that come up. And I have a segment called Wear It Up or Tear It Up.
Okay.
Now, when I tell you, Rebecca, I have worn pants made out of stuffed animals. I have had police tape as an accessory. I have worn, Julia Fox had a Mayo purse.
The Mayo purse.
Julia Fox had a purse with mayonnaise.
Gosh.
And then I had shopping bag boots, okay, on the thing. What is the craziest trend that you've ever seen or tried?
Oh my gosh, that I've tried?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I have tried the very thick platforms. The ones you're wearing are
like
very
the thick ones,
chic. No, not like this.
Oh,
the
but
ones
the real
where
thick
it's
ones.
just like one all the way across. There's
that's
no heel.
hard, yeah.
And I have like baby horse ankles, so they just like crack open. It's done.
Yeah, these I know. Whenever I wear them,
No, these are chic.
I'm gonna fall in the wall. At some point, Sherri's gonna fall because I'm clumsy like that. But oh my gosh, so that's the one with the
Can't do it. That and like baby tees. Can we leave those with babies?
Oh, those little baby crop
yes,
tops.
when I see a woman wearing a baby tee, I'm like, just needs to go. Don't do it.
The same way. I feel the same.
Yeah. Get him out of here.
But you know what? I did wear a baby tee. I took a risk. I said, I'm gonna let all my stomach hang out in this baby tee. And then what's the worst that could happen? Everybody wouldn't take that thing off. So I feel you. Rebecca, I want to say thank you for being here. I really appreciate you coming. And you guys, Fearless, new rules for unlocking creativity, courage, and success. It's available right now. And everybody in the studio audience, you are getting a copy. You're getting a copy. We all need tips on how to be fearless.